What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Utah State versus UNLV Week 7 college football matchup going down Friday, October 11th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Utah State and UNLV. Utah State 1-4 on the year, both straight up and against the number after a fourth straight loss in a 62-30 road loss at Boise State, while UNLV comes in 4-1 on the year straight up and against the number, with their stay in the top 25 short-lived as they fell short against Syracuse 44-41. And for me, with UNLV, with respect to that, with UNLV in regards to that Syracuse game, that was a game that UNLV should have won. I'm sorry that Syracuse did not deserve to win that game. I think UNLV got screwed. Some phantom, roughing the passer calls and some unnecessary roughness calls that were soft. But UNLV also shot themselves in the foot. They had two chances to pick off Kyle McCord on that final drive and could not do it. Game went to overtime, and Syracuse ended up with the win in that one. There were also a couple of stops that should have been on, forward progress should have been stopped. But again, I know I'm sort of semantics here, but now you go against a Utah State team that has had major issues this season, just defensively in general. But they're 122nd against the rush, 119th against the pass. And while UNLV, a lot of their numbers have been, with Matthew Saluka, leading the charge. That's why their rushing numbers are as strong as they are. They're still sort of carrying that over. I mean, in the game against Syracuse, UNLV put up 227 passing yards, 127 rushing yards, averaged around 5 yards per carry. And I think that they can have some success here against, a Utah State team that against Boise State, allowed the Broncos to rack up 296 rushing yards on 42 carries. We're talking over well over 7 yards per carry. Gave up 303 passing yards to the Broncos in that game. So I think UNLV is going to be able to get whatever they want offensively here. Like I said, this is one of the worst defensive units in the country, a bottom 5 defense for Utah State. However, I think Utah State's going to be able to do some damage as well. In regards to a side, I wanted to get there with UNLV really badly, but I can't because, the one area where UNLV is really susceptible is through the air. This is a Utah State team that doesn't run the football a whole lot. They're 103rd in rushing attempts per game, and that's the strength of UNLV's defense. They're top 20 against the run, 32nd in yards per play allowed. But when you look at their numbers against the pass, and this is why Kyle McCord had as much success as he did in that game. UNLV's defense against the pass, 107th. They have decent numbers in terms of yards per completion, yards per attempt. But this is a Utah State offense that even when they get blown out, they can still keep themselves, within distance of maybe a backdoor cover because they're 35th in passing, 34th in completions per game. And, Spencer Petras, former Iowa quarterback of all places, threw for 372 yards and 3 touchdowns last week against Boise State. Even in the loss to Temple, 26 of 44 for 293 and 2 touchdowns. So I think that Petras can have some success against this UNLV defense. I like the over here. It's a high total of 66.5. It wouldn't surprise me if UNLV got into the 40s, the mid 40s on their own, and maybe Utah State chips in some points here. I don't know if I can lay 18 and a half because this line's been bouncing all over the place. But 18 and a half to 19 and a half with UNLV. Like I said, if I was picking a side, that would probably be the side I go on here. But I think the over is the better play in this one. So I'm going to take the over between Utah State and UNLV, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.